Hi, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about the Wandrd Prvke 41L. Not such an easy thing to say, but quite a cool photo bag. This is my first video on YouTube, so let me introduce myself shortly. I am Valère, so short. Val is the shortest way to say it. I'm French, you probably heard that already, and I live in Paris, and I work as a social media and digital marketing expert. I'm basically passionate about photography, traveling, filmmaking, and films in general, and many other things. But hopefully, we can share and discover that together on this channel. So yes, let's get to the good stuff. Today, the main thing is this guy, basically, the Wandrd Prvke 31L. It's funny that it's called 31 because basically when you pull out the top to the end, well, I will do that later, but you can get up to 35 liters inside, which is basically the size of a regular cabin luggage. So yes, quite convenient. And yes, this is not a review, but I will tell you in a few seconds what I like the most about this bag. I will put some timestamps if you want to just jump all of this so you can go to the good stuff. Basically, yes, many pockets in this bag, just a front-facing one. When the bag is full, it's very convenient. Of course, the roll-up top, which is very convenient, and it's quite big. Then at the end, you'll see that when it's full, it can take some room. The very safe back pockets, so I'm not sure how to say this. Pockets everywhere, basically, and the classic camera pockets. So you can get your stuff or your gear very quickly. But yes, let's say in general, a very solid bag. I mean, I took it like for 2 years in many places, under the rain, in the sand, and in yes, the worst elements. And yes, it hasn't moved that much. I get a few scratches, but yes, nothing major. And yes, it's quite resistant, quite good looking also, I must say, for a photo bag, because yes, it's not all photo bags are really pretty, if I may say. And yes, that's mostly it. So yes, let's get to it. Basically, I would bring 9 or 10 t-shirts, 1 pair of trousers, 3 shorts, 5 or 6 pairs of socks, and 9 or 10 underwears. Of course, there's also the hygiene stuff. Then I would, of course, need the chargers for my electronic stuff, camera and phone. And of course, I would take my camera and 2 lenses, 1 wide angle and 1 prime lens. So let's start folding. Let's start with shirts first. So let's take 1 shirt. What we would do is that we would fold the bottom like this, up on itself on both sides. Make sure, yes, that both sides have like this 5 centimeters or a bit more folded on itself. Now you can fold the sleeves like this. Now you would fold halfway through the shirt like this. And then you would just fold it on itself, and of course keep the little folding that you made at the bottom. And then just roll it all the way to the top, and try, of course, to keep the hair as much as possible out of the shirt. So that's the idea, basically. And when you get up to the end, just basically take the little roll that you made, or the little fold that you made, and use it to cover the entire shirt, basically. So let's try with shirts now. I mean, I only bring one, but it's basically the same principle. So let's go with shorts now. It's basically kind of the same idea, just fold the top a bit more this time. Plus maybe 5, or maybe more like 8, or I don't know. Not 10 centimeters, but almost quite a bit more. So yes, I don't know. Probably make it 3 inches or 4 inches. Just fold it on itself, and then roll it like we did before. Now let's do the underwear basically. It's always the same idea, just maybe one more fold. So yes, you just fold it on itself from the top. There, you just fold in the middle instead of folding both legs, or I'm not sure how to say it, but make sure the fold is all good. Roll it like you did before and take back the part, and there you have it. Yep. Now let's start with socks. Basically the easiest thing, just take one pair of socks and just put one just below the other, and then start rolling both of them together. Always try to keep as much air out of the socks as possible. And then at the end, just take the second one and just roll it like this. And there you have it, just one. So now we have everything folded, and we just have to put everything into the bag. First of all, if I didn't mention it before, I have this little thing with me, which is basically like some kind of camera cube, but not the Wandrd one. It was basically in my former bag, so I will put a link into the description for you if you don't have the camera cube from Wandrd, so that you can purchase not exactly this one, but another one that is probably even better and that would fit perfectly into the bottom of your Wandrd bag. So let's go. Let's see that from the bottom. So basically I would put that like this. Hopefully you can see alright space from there. Let's start with the camera at the bottom. I would basically put it right at the bottom so it doesn't move a lot, and then I would try to block it with my underwear or socks or other things. So yes, you might want to separate the lens from the camera, because sometimes it can damage the lens but also the camera. So I would put the lens there, and then the other lens there. I would put my charger also in this area, right there, and then I would just block the space with my socks around everywhere basically. Here again, you need to put clothes wherever there is a little glimpse of space. Yep. So there you're almost there. I mean, I would put the charger maybe on top of that somewhere. It's actually charging my battery, but yes, you would still have room. So I would put it basically like this. Maybe I'll show you on the outside. This is what it looks like. The top. And then we just put it at the bottom of the bag. Then I would put the heavier stuff on top, the shorts. In my case, if you have the trousers also, you can put it there. I would put it maybe laterally, like this. And then basically you just need to put the shirts, because you put almost everything else. You can just make a few layers. I would put the shirt there. I would have maybe shirts on top of that here. And then you still have quite some room actually. You can see there is quite some space still. As you can see, this is a 31 liters limit, and then you would still have a few liters to fill. So yes, so basically, as you can see, I filled up almost all the way to the 31 liter limit. I will try to close it, shouldn't be too complicated, and what I would be missing is just the hygiene stuff, and maybe, yes, and the battery charger. You can put the hygiene stuff there if you want, so it's easier to take out. Maybe if you're in an airport. What I generally do is to put it on the top. So yes, basically all my hygiene stuff under there, and then there you have it. So there you have it. The bag is filled up to the top. I mean, not exactly, because you still have 5 liters, as I said. Cannot see it like this, but yes, like, you still have quite some room there, all there. I've tried to put the camera on top, so you can basically, if you're traveling by plane, you can just take the camera cube out there and just put it back, and then it's quite easy, quite convenient, and yes, and that's it. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and yes, feel free if you have other tips, or if you pack your bag in a total different way, feel free to share it in the comments. And yes, if you want to subscribe or like the video, feel free to do that. It would be very helpful for the channel. And yes, and I will see you in the next one.